36%, yeah. Good thing we got him out of the gene pool. Yeah, we're doing the flock a favor. We're removing this low fitness garbage from the gene pool. We're cleaning house. We only want prime ducks in this flock. 36%. I will barely survive the next winter. Okay, geese, where are you? Young, 2-star adult, adult female, 1-star adult. Survival of the fittest, exactly. I mean, that's the entire point of herd management. You take out the weak, low fitness ones and you let the high fitness ones live. You're a young female. Young adult. I don't see anything mature in here right now. We're gonna spook them just to be absolutely sure. But I don't think there's anything mature in here. Right? Yeah, that's all young and adult. We don't need that. And me personally, I like to collect the ones that have super low fitness, like a 20% or under. Because I just find it kind of hilarious that those animals even exist in game. Especially when you have deer and they are under 20% and they have like these tiny little toothpick antlers. And you just look at them and you go, yeah, in real life this would not have survived the next winter. Is this the same group that we just spooked? Or is that another one? Adult, young. Well, whatever it is, it doesn't have mature geese, so we don't care about it. More need zones. I think this is the 4th time we've been through this swamp and yet we keep on finding new need zones. That just shows you how many birds there are in this swamp. That's still the same flock, so we don't care. I think we don't actually have to go all the way to the end. Like I don't think anything was over there. Like there were no need zones or anything like that, so we don't need to go all the way to the very end of the swamp. If we even have the time for that. Because it is afternoon now, so soon enough we're gonna be at 5 PM and then after 5 PM it gets dark pretty quickly. Yeah, one waypoint is 2.1 kilometers. That's a long ass walk. It is a pretty long stretch, yeah. And even though we are technically moving a lot faster than anybody would move in real life, it is still going to take a while until we get there. One thing that I really like about this game, though, is that you can just tell from the quality of the light what time of day it is. Like, you know, like when it gets closer to sunset, the light sort of gets this different kind of like saturation and warmth to it. And you have that same thing here in this game. So half the time I don't even need to look at the map. I'm just like, oh yeah, the light is, or even not even look at the sun. I'm just be like, okay, the quality of the light has changed. It is like late afternoon now. There's the little hut. And the hilarious part is the first 2 times we went through the swamp, through these wetlands, we got here pretty late and we didn't actually manage to get through the entire wetlands. It took us 3 tries to get through the entire place. There's nothing interesting in there. I think if we don't get the 3 mature ducks here, then the next time we're gonna do this, we're just gonna come here at duck sleeping time, or at geese sleeping time, I should say. And we're just gonna run between their resting zones, because they have a lot fewer resting zones than they have eating zones. So we're basically just gonna speedrun it. I think this is the last time we're taking a somewhat leisurely walk through the swamps while looking for geese. No, you're ducks. 1 star adult, 3 star mature. I feel like I've seen this flock 6 times now. This one specific flock with the 3 star mature and 2 2-star matures. That looks incredibly familiar. But I do know that there are still some geese eating and sleeping zones back here, so I definitely want to check to see if we can find anything. Maybe they're stalking you. That's why I checked the back. Like, I was like, do I maybe have some geese like flying in behind me? Because that would be hilarious. And that can absolutely happen depending on which zone they're flying from and which zone they are flying to. Also, you do not want to get stalked by geese. Geese are actually kind of vicious. It's actually kind of a common joke for people who work with waterfowl that the 12 Days of Christmas song is actually more like a declaration of war, because there is so much waterfowl in there, and I think it was like 6 geese are laying or something like that, which means 6 geese that have eggs that are watching eggs, and when they watch their eggs, they are super vicious. So that's not a present, that's a declaration of war. That's what you give somebody when you don't want to see them ever again. All right. Where are you guys? Oh. Oh, you are in the worst place possible. Oh, I'm just gonna spook these. I'm not even gonna try to find them in there with the stand. Like, that's... no. Please just spook and fly off so I can actually see what you are. Thank you. Now I just need to get out of these reeds. Young, adult, adult, young, adult, okay. Would not have been worth the stock. They are all either young or adult. I've been fortunate to not experience their aggressive side, yeah. Me too, but my mom grew up on a farm, so I heard some stories. Birds can be mean, especially geese. Absolute menace. But yeah, good thing we didn't try to, like, gently maneuver around the reeds or anything just to see these guys, because there was nothing in there that was worth shooting. Yeah, was it swans that can break your arm? Yes. And swans, if I remember correctly, mate for life and actually protect their brood very, very carefully. So swans just have no chill. Young, adult, young, adult, young, adult. I'm sensing a theme here. God damn it. I think we're really gonna have to come back here the next year. But if we do come back here the next year, we're just gonna speedrun it. Honestly. What are you guys? You are ducks. You are also ducks. Anything interesting in there? No. You are also ducks. You are also ducks. Yeah. So many ducks. And I think it's actually going to be late enough that we're not going to look for any other animals when we're done here. By the time we are done going through these wetlands, it will be late enough that it won't be worth it looking for other animals. I might check in on our foxes depending on which zone they are at the time. But other than that, we're just gonna move forward. Oh, what do we have here? Goose resting rarely, okay. There's quite a bunch of undiscovered zones here, including boars. I'm guessing it will be around 5 p.m. by the time we're done with this area. So what would be the time then? Eating. I have no idea where the eating zones for that pack are. Geese? Hello? I think I should just spook these. Let's have a look. No, this is actually pretty doable. If we just approach slowly. Let's pop up a stand. Let's get up here. Yeah, this is doable. Let's have a look. Adult, young, young, 2-star adult, young. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Adult. I don't think there's anything useful in here. We're gonna flush them out. Let's take a look at them as they fly away. Young, young, adult, young, adult. Yeah. Nothing useful. And we are almost at the end, and it's almost 5 p.m. Alright, we got a duck zone that we don't really need. And we're almost done here. So once we're done with this, we're gonna look for our foxes. And then we're gonna move on to the next year. Ah, ducks. Too bad. Would have been nice if that had been geese. Oh well. Anything interesting in that flock? Yeah, 2-star doors. Not really. Alright. Let's get rid of these. And now we need to find out where our foxes eat. Oh. So one of the eating zones is over here. Where's the other one? Oh, over here. Let me just move Nikibo's map to the other side so that I can actually see where I'm going with this. That would be in this area roughly. Okay, let's give it a try.